World Down Syndrome Day is tomorrow, and one Jacksonville mom is on a mission to erase the stigma around Down syndrome. So here to tell us all about it is Lisa Montoya. Great to meet you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Of course. So we're talking about Jack's Basket. First of all, what is that and how did you get involved?
Yeah, so we actually got involved with Jack's Basket in 2023, just a few days after we adopted our youngest son, Crew, who was born with Down syndrome. And so a friend requested this basket on our behalf, and it was actually delivered to us before we even made our way back to Jacksonville.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So what do they do exactly, Jack's Basket?
Yeah, Jack's Basket's mission is to celebrate babies born with Down syndrome. And so they do that through basket deliveries for families, and they also do that through connecting with medical providers so that they can best deliver a new diagnosis.
Oh my gosh. And so, I mean, you've seen the impact obviously firsthand. What did that, excuse me, mean to you when they did that for you?
Yeah, so of course in the basket there's so many goodies, right? There's local and national resources, there's items for baby, but so much more than a gift. It was just a way to say congratulations, to make you feel seen and celebrated. And so it was just really special.
Yeah, that is special. And so it can make families feel, like you said, seen, which I think is really neat. Did you know that this was coming? Like, do people typically get surprised by this, or?
So you can. There's various ways to get a basket, but for us, we did not know that it was coming. So a friend knew about the organization and requested it on our behalf, and so it was such a sweet surprise.
And is that your baby right there?
That is.
Adorable. My goodness, a good-looking family over there. And you are a volunteer as well?
I am.
Yeah, tell me about that.
So I'm a basket delivery volunteer, and so what I get the privilege of meeting families in those early days, and so I get to hand deliver a basket, I get to meet the most precious babes, and then I just get to continue to be a resource to these families as someone who's a little bit further along in the journey.
Right. So how long ago was that you were gifted a Jack's Basket?
2023.
Wow.
Yeah.
And do you know if Jack was somebody that they named this after?
Yes, it was.
Oh, okay.
So the founder, Carissa, her son.
Okay, awesome. I think that's so cool. I love when people turn things into just ways to give back to the community, you know, turn something that they were having on their own and then giving it, I don't know, to someone else who might be dealing with something similar. Okay, so I heard, is this true, that all donations this month are matched?
Yes.
The month of March?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Of World Down Syndrome Day, they are matching all donations.
Okay, so how do folks get involved? And I'm sure, obviously, we want donations, but like volunteering like you, there's probably different ways to get involved.
Volunteering, you can request a basket on behalf of a family that you know. You can also put us in touch with medical providers. We love to connect with them. And all of those things can be found on our website at jacksbasket.org.
Okay, and since you've been volunteering with them, because obviously like you were a recipient and then now you turned into a volunteer, what has that felt like for you to be able to help families after you've been helped yourself?
Yeah, it's just such an honor, I think, to meet those families in sometimes in some of their darkest days.
Right.
And for us, our story looks different. We didn't receive a diagnosis. You know, we chose this life.
Right,
through
because
adoption.
you adopted.
And
amazing.
so we just provide a little bit of a different perspective to these families of, hey, we chose this and we are excited about it and we are celebrating it right alongside of you.
He's enriching your life.
Yes, he is. He is all the time.
Well, give us that website one more time if folks are interested.
Yes, jacksbasket.org.
And that's JACKS, because initially when I looked it up, I put Jack's for Jacksonville, and I was like, no, I think this is named after somebody. So thank you so much for joining us and for what you do for the community. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
You're so welcome, and we'll be right back.